Alright, same situation. A company is considering the purchase of a machine that costs $43,000 and has an expected life of 3 years and a scrap value of 10 grand. The expected increase in revenue is $20,000 every year, and the maintenance is $3,000 per year. Assuming a tax rate of 40%, compute the net cash flow for the year using the depreciation obtained by the double declining balance for 1 year, followed by a straight line method. So again here C is 43,000. S is 10,000. Which tells us W, C minus S, is 33,000. We also know that we're going to have the year, the net income, which was revenue minus maintenance. Revenue we said was 20,000 a year. Maintenance is 3,000 a year. So our net income is 17,000 per year. So that's going to be the same for all 3 years. Okay, depreciation is the piece that we need to calculate. Then we have our taxable income, net income minus depreciation. Then we have our income after tax. Here our tax rate is 40%. Remember, we get this by 1 minus R as a decimal times our taxable income. And then our last column is that net cash flow, which we get as depreciation plus our income after tax. And then here we have to add the scrap. Okay, so this is what we're looking at right now. Alright, so now we have to figure out the double decline method. So remember, this was based off of the book value. Okay, so we double the book value and then we divide it by the number of years. So to get D1, we double the book value. We haven't depreciated it at all, so our book value is 43,000, and we divide it by the number of years, which is 3. And when we do that, we get 28,666 and 67 cents. Okay, so notice here, this is the first time that our depreciation is bigger than our net income, so that tells us our taxable income is going to be negative. So when we do that on a calculator, we get negative 11,666 and 67 cents. And then our income after tax is going to be 1 minus 0.4 times this value. We end up with negative 7,000. You guys can work that out on your own. So that means that our net cash flow, which again is the depreciation plus the income after tax, and again here that's negative, so it's going to be a little different, would be 21,666 and 67 cents. So this one's just a little bit different, not only because we have the double decline, but also because we have 2 negative values that we haven't dealt with before. In our next line, these 2 depreciations are going to be the same because we have the straight line method. So now we have to figure out how much of this, we're going to subtract this from our wearing value. So we get the rest of that, and then we're going to divide it by the number of years remaining, so that'd be 2. So our second depreciation is going to be 33,000 minus our 28,666.67 all over. Number of years remaining, again that was 2. Okay, so this is W minus D1 over remaining years. That's where we got that, and in this case we get 2,166 and 67 cents. So that's going to be the same for both of those years for our depreciation. Our taxable income is going to be net income minus D. Again, these are the same, so we only have to calculate it once. We get 14,833 and 33 cents. Okay, and our line here for the taxable income after tax, those are again going to be the same. So we're going to take 1 minus our 40%, find that value, then multiply it by our $14,833.33, and we get 8,900. Okay, so then here our net cash flow is going to be 8,900 plus our depreciation 2,166.67, which gives us 11,066.67. And then here we're going to have this value, because it's going to be the same number, because these two are the same, plus the scrap value of 10,000. So we get 21,066.67. Now that you've had a chance to try the net present value this time, we're going to take the same approach as we've been taking. It's the sum of the net cash flow value, so that's this last column. Move back to now, minus our cost. Okay, so we have 21,666.67 times 1 plus 0.05, because again we're using an interest rate of 5% annually. Move that back 1 year, and then we have $11,066.67. Let's move back 2 years, and then our last one is our 21,066.67. Let's move back 3 years, and then we're going to subtract our cash value. And when we get that, our net present value we find to be 5,870.90, which again is very similar to the other ones because it's the same price. Okay, but it's going to be bigger. It is bigger than the others because there's more depreciation early in the life of the product.